It is April 15th, 2025, and I have finished season 10, episode 18. No, 19 of Grey's Anatomy. So a lot has happened on Grey Sloan in the last like 8 or so episodes. Christina got nominated for a Harper Avery, good for her. And both related and unrelated to this, Shane is now one of my favorite characters. I say this as someone who was like a Heather Brooks girly. Like, I like this character. I hope he sticks around a while. She's having trouble shaking Owen off. Like the last I saw her and Owen, they were in their vent room, which is like their happy place. And if they are in their happy place, they're probably gonna start banging again, and I really don't want this for them. Owen had a doctor girlfriend who actually wanted kids and the things that he wanted, and then he broke up with her because he wants Christina. But the problem is that Christina doesn't want what he wants, so he keeps trying to pursue her and get her back, and she's just like, ugh, because she wants him, but like she knows that he doesn't want the things that she wants, so like she has to let him go. That being said, though, Owen has been very supportive of Christina's like medical endeavors. Like he's not trying to pull her away from that anymore, which I think is good. Like, don't bang anymore, but I'm here for the Christina Owen friendship. Maybe it'll redeem Owen a little bit, but I don't want them sleeping together again. Callie and Arizona got back together. They bought a house. Girlies, what are you doing? Like, getting back together, giving it the old college try, yes, sure, fine. A house? You bought a house? What is wrong with y'all? And they want more babies. They want another baby after this because they want Sophia to like not be alone and stuff. But then Callie's like, you're gonna kill me because she wants another baby. And then Arizona is like, did you cheat? And I'm just like, oh, Arizona's showing her ass. And then they immediately start arguing, but then they're like, oh no, we're gonna have babies, yay! And I'm just like, oh god, poor girls. And the whole reason why that starts is because Callie and Derek, oh, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to fucking Derek. But Callie and Derek are working on this like brain mapping. No, Derek is working on the brain mapping thing with the president. And then they're also doing this thing with like robotic limbs with Callie involving the same sensors. And that almost came to like legal blows, but then Derek actually did one good thing in the last like few episodes and made sure that Callie was still able to retain usage of their shared intellectual property. But they're using the sensors to kind of like figure out some study parameter stuff. And then Callie gets in the machine and then it turns out that she's depressed. She's being shown kittens and she's not happy. And she's like, I'm not depressed. I'm not depressed. And then Meredith walks into the room with baby Bailey, and then her brain lights up, and he thinks that it's because of Meredith. And Callie's like, no, it's because of the baby. And then she realizes she wants another baby. I think what she was seeing was what she believes is a happy couple, and she wants what they have and not the bullshit that she and Arizona have right now. So, like, it's not necessarily that she wants a baby, it's that she wants a relationship and a family that is built on mutual trust, which she does not have right now because Arizona is a dirty, dirty cheater and is still in like the cheater mindset, to be fair. So I see that ending badly, but I just want the best for Callie at this point. Like, please do not have another baby with this woman until you have fully forgiven her for the cheating, which I don't think that you have. We actually did get to April's wedding. Not only did Jackson fuck up April's wedding, but he married her in secret, and he was married to her for almost a month before anybody knew about it. Stephanie, for her part, is also like one of my favorites. I really like the season 9 interns because she's just like, I'm just not going to care about you. Like, I'm not going to walk around all skulking around and hurt because I didn't do anything wrong. Like, you're the one who wronged me. Like, fuck you. I could definitely see how people were shocked by this, though. Like, I knew about it because I was seeing, like, Grey's Anatomy stuff just around, and this was the scene that kept popping up for me in all of, like, the Grey's Anatomy stuff online. And then this would have been the last thing the major thing that I would have known about, except I got spoiled in my comments a little bit while ago about Derek dying, and that is the next big thing that I know about, as far as I'm aware. That being said, though, considering that Jackson was Mark's protege, I feel like this scene, like before Mark died, was really like a major foreshadowing event towards Jackson doing something like this. And he actually calls back to Mark in the same episode with Stephanie, of all people, which is how I think Stephanie probably could have been tipped off to the fact that like Jackson wasn't really as into her as he was into April. And Stephanie even says something like, I knew it was a bad idea to get tangled up with an attending, and I did it anyway, and look what happened. Even though that they're married and I think that they're adorable, I still think that Jackson and April are going to have a lot to work out because they grew up very differently. They have very different values. And when Jackson's mom, Catherine Avery, Richard's girlfriend, finds out about all this, she starts raking them over the coals. She's just like, how are you going to raise your kids? April, you're religious, which means you're probably pro life. We run a hospital. We are pro choice. How are you going to deal with that with your kids? Your kids are going to have to start sitting in on board meetings when they're teenagers. That way they can grow up to take charge of hospitals. And April's like, what? I kind of want them to have farm experience. And Jackson's like, what the fuck? And even recently, they had this little like adorable disagreement about Jackson's like $5 coffees and sending out his laundry. Meanwhile, April's wearing swimsuits under her scrubs because she doesn't have time to get her laundry done because she does her laundry herself. And it's framed as very cute, very sweet because they're newlyweds and things, but like these are the kind of things that tend to pile up in a marriage. Like these are the kind of like differences in values that can end up really being a problem. So this couple has replaced Callie in Arizona in my I want y'all to work out, but please see one therapist, please. This brings me to my greatest, most sworn enemy, Derek Shepherd. The hell is wrong with you? You're not at the point where I want you dead, and considering that you're going to be dead very soon, you're not going to be my sworn enemy for very long. But I'm oh god, bro, what's wrong with you? So thanks to the fight that Meredith had with Christina about like their differences in like medical values, like Meredith chose to have a family, therefore she stepped off the gas as a surgeon. Meredith decided that she wanted to really take like research and her job a lot more seriously this year because she had spent the last couple seasons like doing mom stuff. And Derek's like, yes, absolutely. I will step off of the gas so you could step on the gas. I will do all the baby stuff. And I'm like, for a brief moment, I was like, okay, Derek, I vibe. I hadn't vibed with Derek since that time that he drew that big spinal cord on their wall. But then at Jackson and April's wedding, Derek gets a call from the president, like from the White House. And now Derek is part of like this brain mapping thing. So now he's stepping on the gas, which is forcing Meredith to step back. And they are now having some low-key marital issues about it and some high-key marital issues about it because Meredith not only has had a lot of jealousy about Christina getting her award nomination because Christina did it using Meredith's 3D printer that she was using for her research, but Meredith's research wasn't working. Christina's did. And Meredith's doing her best to be supportive to both Derek and Christina, but I feel like she's feeling a type of way because this was supposed to be her year. This was supposed to be her year, and Derek kind of took it from her. And I'm just kind of at the point, like, does the show want me to hate Derek before he dies? Because if I'm on season 10, episode 19, and major deaths tend to happen on season finales and season premieres, my theory is that Derek has only a couple more episodes to live because season 11, episode 1 is not that far away now. And then if Derek actually lives through the season premiere, that means that he's going to die on the season finale, which means that he actually does have like a full season, about a year left to live. I don't actually want to know, but that's my theory. Like either Derek is dying really, really soon, or he has a little over a year left, personally. That being said, though, I do think he did Meredith really, really dirty here, and I get it. Like when you get called by the president, you gotta serve or whatever. But also, like, come on, Derek, come on. So that's what's been going on in Grey's Anatomy as far as I can remember, as far as I'm aware. Joe and Alex are doing well. And Alex's dad died because of some psychotic break that Shane had. But then Shane is better and Alex is better because he's dealt with the dad stuff. That's basically what happened on Grey's Anatomy. That's just the one part that I missed. Now, April and Jackson running away from April's wedding as the major spoiler that I knew about seasons before it actually happened has been replaced by Derek's imminent death. I will continue to watch and hopefully, I don't even know what hopefully, because one of the main characters is going to die really, really soon, I guess. So it's just going to be pain from here on out.